Well, folks, it's Friday. Friday and time for what? Hey, Sharky, tell me a joke.
Sharks don't tell jokes. Ask my friend Alexa. Alexa, can you tell me a joke? Haha.
Oh, please, Sharky. No, man.
Slower, slower.
Hey, Sharky, tell me a joke.
How does a shark announce food is ready? Hot off the gill.
That is a nice one. How does a shark announce food is ready? Hot off the gill. Ay, 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 and not the grill. Okay, folks, welcome. So, Jaws lesson, uh, I think lesson 7, if I'm not correct. If I'm correct or not, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's jump right into it. So, what I wanted to speak to you about today is that is we're gonna stretch this over a lesson or two, the JAWS menu and some utilities and things. So firstly, we're gonna go to the JAWS menu by pressing JAWS key J, and if you have JAWS set to run in the system tray, then you will be placed in or on the options menu. If not, then then you will just press the JAWS key J and Alt O for options there. But let's do that.
JAWS context menu. Option submenu. To move through items, press up or down arrow. O.
Right, people, I am in or on the options sub menu, so I'm gonna go into that. So that is the first sub menu here that we get at the top,
Enter. Basics. D.
and it is the basics sub menu that I'm getting here. I want to go in there to just do a few things with you there.
Enter. Context menu. Leaving menus. Basic settings dialog. Announce menu and control help radio button checked. 2 of 3. To change the selection, press up or down arrow. Alt plus T.
Let's read it again.
Announce menu and control help radio button checked. 2 of 3. To change the selection, press up or down arrow. Alt plus T.
So you will find that some of these options were in the in the startup wizard that is here as well. So I just want to show you where they are, that you know where they are. So I'm going to press tab.
Speak all radio button checked. 2 of 4. To change the selection, press up or down arrow. Alt plus K.
Just to speak all of the access keys.
Automatically start JAWS button. To activate, press spacebar. Alt plus J.
Nice option here to set JAWS if you wanted to start automatically at the logon screen or after the logon screen.
Prompt to confirm when exiting JAWS. Checkbox checked. To clear checkmark, press spacebar. Alt plus X.
A checkbox that you can check or uncheck, where you can then tell JAWS to then basically ask you, are you sure you want to quit JAWS? If this button is checked,
prompt to confirm when exiting JAWS. Checkbox checked.
Then JAWS will ask you. If it's not checked, then JAWS will simply quit without asking you if you want to quit JAWS or not.
Automatic notification of updates. Checkbox checked. To clear checkmark, press spacebar. Alt plus N.
I keep it checked because I want JAWS to alert me if there are JAWS updates available.
Run JAWS from system tray. Checkbox checked. To clear checkmark, press spacebar.
I want to keep that checked. I want JAWS out of the task switching menu. I do not want JAWS in the task switcher. So when I press Alt Tab, I don't want JAWS being there. I want JAWS in the system tray so that it is not in the way, that I can just press JAWS key and J to then go straight to the JAWS window and the options there.
Show virtual viewer on screen. Checkbox checked. To clear checkmark.
This is the virtual viewer, which then we will also deal with more later, but the virtual viewer that then actually puts the help messages and the stuff on screen. And in previous versions of JAWS, it wasn't. The help messages, it did not appear on the screen or stay on the screen to be copied or selected and stuff. You read the help message and it went away. This is an option where you can then tell JAWS, okay, the help message must stay on the screen so that it can be copied and selected. That's especially helpful if you are um, copying something that must stay on the screen, like a JAWS error message, or that you must then copy and send to a technician. Then that's a very good way of doing that. I'll press tab again.
Use keyboard layout combo box laptop.
Here you can choose the keyboard layout. I'll press tab. The keyboard layout, then it's a combo box between laptop and desktop. There you can choose the layout. I'll press tab again.
Windows system parameters button to act.
This we will not cover in this lesson at the moment. Windows system parameters. I will definitely look and try and explain that in another lesson.
OK button to activate, press spacebar Alt plus O. Cancel button to activate, press spacebar Alt plus C. Announce menu
and there JAWS wrapped around. I'm going to press OK.
OK button.
And then my focus returns back to the JAWS window. So now
Alt-O.
I want to go back there.
JAWS
and I want to go back into the
options
submenu here.
Enter basics B.
We have dealt with basics. I'm going to go down.
Voices submenu V.
I want to go to the voices submenu to show you some things there.
Enter voice adjustment V.
The first item here is voice adjustment. Okay, I want to go in there.
Enter context menu, leaving menus, voice adjustment dialog, profile name, combo box, eloquence 1 of 8 to change the selection.
Now, folks, you will hear JAWS say profile name, eloquence. Now, profile is just a fancy way of JAWS saying, look, this is a JAWS, it's a voice profile with a lot of settings. You can have a voice profile where you can have voices for normal behavior of JAWS where your everyday to-day tasks. You can have a voice profile for proofreading where JAWS will read punctuation symbols and stuff to you. You can have lots of voice profiles that you can create. But okay, so here is the name of the JAWS profile. It's called Eloquence. It's the default one with all the voices. If I go down arrow, then I will get other profiles here.
Microsoft Mobile -left paren factory right paren 2 of 8. SAP E5X -left paren factory right paren 3 of 8. SAP E5X 64 -left paren factory right paren 4 of 8.
Vocalizer expressive -left paren factory right paren 5 of 8. Evan Vocalizer expressive premium 6 of 8.
Noel Vocalizer expressive premium 7 of 8.
Stephanie Vocalizer expressive premium 8 of 8.
Ah, that sounds like a real bitter old lady, doesn't it? Okay, folks, so I'm going to just go back to the Eloquence one because that's the one I want to quickly discuss.
Eloquence 1 of 8.
So when I press tab,
delete profile button to activate.
There's a delete profile button, and you can then delete that profile if you don't want it.
Enable additional voice profiles for installed Vocalizer Expressive 2 voices checkbox checked to clear.
You want to keep that box checked because that will enable you to have the Vocalizer Expressive voices and all of its components.
Synthesizer language combo box match JAWS UI language primary 1 of 11 to change the selection use the arrow keys Alt plus L.
That simply means that this synthesizer language will try and match the JAWS UI or user interface that you are using, which means English. Okay, so if I go down, I will then get other different languages that Jaws can speak.
English United States, 2 of 11. English-United Kingdom, 3 of 11. Spanish-Spain, 4 of 11. Spanish-Mexico, 5 of 11.
And so forth and so forth. Jaws can speak a few languages there.
French-France, 6 of 11. French-Canada, 7 of 11.
Yeah.
Home, match JAWS UI language.
I want to just stay on that. I'll go tab again.
Speak sample button to activate.
Here we can have a sample spoken. I'll press tab.
Adjust combo box, all contexts 1 of 5 to change the...
Right, adjust all contexts of the voice, meaning globally. You can tell Jaws no. When you press down arrow, you can tell Jaws no. You only want it to adjust the Jaws cursor voice or the PC cursor voice or the message voice. We will definitely handle all those types of stuff later, but that's, you can tell Jaws to actually just do that and not, it mustn't change what you are changing globally. But mine is set to that because I usually change my stuff globally.
Person combo box read 1 of 8.
And here's the person. Now, if you have different people, you can even, as I say, you can even when you create your profiles, you can even set Jaws to have Reed and Grandpa and Shelly with different profiles. I'll press tab.
Rate 69, left, right.
That's the rate. You can change it there, up and down, page up, page down, or the left or right arrow.
Punctuation combo box none 1 of 4.
You can change the punctuation level there.
Volume 100, left right slider 100% to increase or decrease used.
Change the volume of the speech there.
Spell rate change percent edit -20.
That means if Jaws spells a word, it'll go 20% slower and spell the word.
Uppercase pitch change percent edit 20. Type.
Uppercase pitch, when Jaws when there's a capital letter, Jaws will raise the pitch by 20%.
Save as button to act.
And here you can save the profile. If you want to give the profile another name, such as proofreading profile, or whatever name you want to give the profile that you will set for the situation that you then will find yourself in. Let's say you are, let's say your job is to do exam papers, and the exam paper will require you to basically know when there's a comma or a period or a exclamation, and you have set a Jaws profile for that, then you can change to that profile whenever you mark the exam paper, or when you read a book and you want Jaws not to say punctuations because that will sound more human. You can create a profile for that and then change to that profile when you do read the book.
Cancel button.
There's a cancel button.
Profile name.
Okay, now we wrap back to the profile name.
Cancel.
I'm going to press cancel because I haven't made any changes.
Enter.
Right.
Window.
People, so that is now the first option there in the voices category.
Enter. Basics. Voices submenu. Enter. Voices.
Excuse me. So then the second option we get here.
Select a voice profile S.
Is select a voice profile. Now the shortcut there is Jaws key Control S. So if you don't want to do it through this menu, you will use Jaws key Control S, and you will be able to then select a specific Jaws profile that you have then set up or created when you created the Jaws profiles. All right, folks. That's all for today. We will definitely continue we'll definitely continue with another video,
Escape folder view.
another lesson, another JAWS lesson next week. I will see you again on Monday. Nice weekend.